They seem to be everywhere, journalists from Pakistan's dozens of news channels. Ever since the country allowed private TV news in early 2000s, it has seen a boost in transparency and accountability. Government officials often find themselves fielding tough questions from the media. Talk show hosts interrogate politicians on live TV every night. A new Freedom Index by Reporters Without Borders calls the country's media one of the freest in Asia. And yet, the same index lists Pakistan as number 139 out of 180 countries for press freedom, far behind war-torn neighbors like Afghanistan. Many Pakistani journalists admit they only have the freedom to report some issues. Others are considered red lines. Crossing them can mean harassment, kidnapping, torture, even death.
Pakistani media faces both threats, state actors and non-state actors, and they are equally ruthless. We have seen that, the non-state actors have attacked media people, the state actors have also attacked media people.
Journalists living in the tribal areas in the country's north, for example, face threats from militants and the security forces fighting them. Many have fled the area or given up their profession. Similarly, journalists anywhere in the country are afraid to discuss issues that might offend the Islamists, like the persecution of certain minority groups or the controversial blasphemy laws. Reporting on a separatist insurgency in the rest of Balochistan province is considered particularly sensitive. Human rights groups have published numerous reports accusing the country's intelligence agencies of kidnapping, torturing and killing Baloch nationalists. But the issue is almost non-existent in the otherwise vibrant media discourse. Foreign journalists are not allowed to travel to Balochistan without prior permission. The only sphere considered safe enough to raise such a sensitive issue was social media. That impression was shattered when several bloggers who wrote progressive posts disappeared.
That was a shock for all of us. And then the way it happened, and then the way it happened because of political expression, that was also very shocking. So results were fear all around.
They eventually reappeared after sustained protests, but most refused to name their captors. Only one of them, Waqas Quraya, accused a military-linked institution for detaining and torturing him. The military denied involvement. Ayesha, Tanzeem, VOA News, Islamabad.